Before pyramids dominated horizons, a warrior king named Khasekhemwy reshaped Egypt during one of its bloodiest unifications. Upper and Lower Egypt stood divided, their rival rulers clashing violently for control of the fertile Nile. In the marshy delta north, kings wore the red crown, defying southern authority with fierce resistance. Years of brutal conflict scarred the land, as both kingdoms fought relentlessly for supremacy. From Upper Egypt rose Khasekhemwy, a determined ruler hardened by chaos and civil war. He understood that unity required not only strength, but strategic brilliance and calculated dominance. Leading disciplined armies northward, he advanced through contested territories toward the rebellious delta. Battles erupted along riverbanks, where arrows darkened skies and shields splintered under pressure. Casualties mounted dramatically, leaving thousands dead in one of Egypt's earliest recorded civil wars. When dust finally settled, Khasekhemwy emerged victorious over fractured northern resistance. Victory demanded symbolism, and the new king prepared to claim both lands officially. Wearing the double crown, he declared himself ruler of Upper and Lower Egypt united. Monumental inscriptions recorded his triumph, even counting thousands slain during rebellion. To cement authority, he began massive construction projects unlike anything Egypt had seen before. At Abydos, enormous mud brick walls rose, projecting royal authority across sacred desert landscapes. Within these walls, rituals reinforced his divine mandate and sacred kingship. Uniquely, Khasekhemwy associated himself with both Horus and Seth, rival gods once divided. By embracing opposing deities, he symbolized reconciliation after years of devastating conflict. His administration reorganized territories, ensuring taxes, labor, and resources flowed efficiently. Stability returned to farms, where predictable floods sustained renewed agricultural prosperity. State-controlled granaries strengthened central authority, safeguarding Egypt against famine and unrest. Skilled craftsmen flourished, producing refined goods reflecting renewed national confidence. Trade networks expanded southward, exchanging goods with Nubian communities beyond Egypt's borders. Exotic materials enriched royal workshops, enhancing prestige of the unified throne. Military outposts secured vulnerable borders, preventing renewed rebellion or foreign intrusion. Inscriptions claimed tens of thousands defeated, emphasizing cost of disunity and rebellion. Yet beneath triumph lay awareness of fragile peace he struggled to preserve. As his reign matured, preparations quietly began for an extraordinary royal burial. Beneath Abydos desert sands, laborers carved an immense tomb complex for their king. A descending corridor led deep underground, symbolizing passage into the eternal afterlife. The central chamber reflected advanced engineering rarely seen in early dynastic Egypt. Surrounding rooms stored provisions, ensuring sustenance for the king beyond mortal existence. Carefully crafted vessels and tools accompanied him, representing both wealth and spiritual preparation. Artisans prepared a grand sarcophagus, built to safeguard his physical form eternally. Priests consecrated sacred spaces, invoking divine protection over the king's resting place. Above ground, ritual enclosures allowed the living to honor their departed ruler. When death finally came, elaborate ceremonies guided Khasekhemwy toward immortality. His body descended into darkness, while chants echoed promises of eternal kingship. Egyptians believed their king joined the imperishable stars above. In life, he unified Egypt. In death, his legacy stabilized generations. His successor inherited not chaos, but a strengthened and centralized kingdom. Foundations laid during his reign paved the way for Egypt's architectural revolution. Millennia passed, and desert winds slowly buried monuments of his powerful reign. His grand enclosures weathered time, their mud brick walls enduring harsh desert conditions. Centuries later, archaeologists began uncovering remnants of his extraordinary constructions.
Good. Let's see what's underneath. Excellent work, team.
Inscribed stone fragments revealed his royal name, framed within ancient Sarek symbols. Detailed analysis confirmed the scale of his reign and centralized authority. Reconstruction revealed structures rivaling later monuments in ambition and scale. His era bridged fragile beginnings and the stone-building confidence of the Old Kingdom. Innovations during his rule laid foundations for future pyramid experimentation. His rare dual association with Horus and Seth remains historically extraordinary. Scholars debate whether his symbolism reflected politics, theology, or both. What remains certain is that he ended Egypt's earliest large-scale internal war. Stability under his reign allowed prosperity to replace prolonged violence. In his later years, the kingdom he forged stood remarkably secure. From desert tomb to fertile riverbanks, his influence reshaped Egypt's destiny. Today, Abydos remains a silent testament to one ruler's transformative ambition. Though eroded, these foundations still whisper stories of consolidation and power. Each layer of sand preserves echoes of conflict, unity, and renewal. Through careful study, historians reconstruct moments long swallowed by time. Records indicate strengthened bureaucracy that supported generations beyond his lifetime. Future kings would inherit stability that enabled unprecedented architectural ambition. Though pyramids define Egypt today, their foundations rest upon earlier unifiers. Khasekhemwy's strength lay not only in conquest, but reconciliation, by honoring rival gods. He healed divisions threatening Egypt's fragile identity. Unity transformed the Nile into a lifeline of shared prosperity once more. Beneath these sands, his burial chamber endures in solemn silence. Ancient Egyptians believed righteous kings joined eternal stars above. Across continents and millennia, his story still resonates with us. From civil war to unity, Khasekhemwy forged foundations of enduring civilization.